Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Today I'm back over here at Disney Springs. Not to go into Disney Springs and check it out over here, but I'm over here because if you guys saw one of my previous videos, doing this new series where I'm going around the different hotels, kind of checking out the current state of those hotels. Last time I went to Animal Kingdom Lodge Jumbo House and I asked you guys, what hotels do you want to see next? And a lot of you guys said Wilderness Lodge. So today I'm headed over to Disney's Wilderness Lodge to check out what it's like right now. It's a very beautiful day today. I haven't been over to Wilderness Lodge in a very long time, so I'm excited to go. All right guys, so here we are. We've made it to the Wilderness Lodge, and I can already tell this resort's a little bit more busy than Animal Kingdom Lodge Jumbo House was when I went over there. But as we will see, it's definitely not how Wilderness Lodge would usually be in normal times, because this resort is also not fully open to the public just yet. It is open for the DVC sections, but it is not open fully with the regular rooms and everything like that. So only DVC over here, just like it was at Animal Kingdom Lodge. I believe this resort will open sometime in June. But here we go. There's definitely a lot more people walking out over here. I can see people dropping off their luggage, getting ready for their vacations. This resort is sort of similar to Animal Kingdom Lodge. This resort is based on America's national parks, and it does have a lot of Native American architecture in here. We're about to head into Disney's Wilderness Lodge lobby, which a lot of people will say is the best lobby at Disney World. I don't know about that, but it is probably in my top 5 for sure. So here we just got a quick pan around of the lobby here at Wilderness Lodge. We can see a lot more people than there were at Animal Kingdom Lodge, right? There's people sitting on the couches, people hanging out, ready to come over here, front desk to check in. And we can see that Native American architecture all throughout this lobby. Kind of reminds me of the Lincoln Logs sort of style, like if a kid came over here and made this resort out of Lincoln Logs. But very impressive architecture and detail in this lobby, in this hotel. We can see this Native American style on this totem pole, and then if we look over here, you can see little animal wood carvings that are here as well. And if we look up, we can see the chandelier has some sort of like a leather skin kind of texture to it. But anyways, when you walk in, if you turn to your right, this is where the front desk is, as well as bell service. So come over here and check in. You can also come over here and buy tickets to the parks. And then just on the other side of the front desk, you will have the Whispering Canyon Cafe, which is one of the most popular restaurants here at Walt Disney World. It's a very fun restaurant to come to. The waiters and waitresses in this restaurant are really fun and really funny. It's very hard to explain the experience at this restaurant. All I suggest is that you come over here. And throughout this resort, we will find cool things like this. This is like Native American architecture. This is a single trailer headdress, and it does tell you a little bit about it. This belonged to Mato Tope, a chief of the Mandan tribe of the 3 affiliated tribes. And you'll find many of these Native American artifacts throughout this resort. And in the lobby, as you could tell, there's a lot of chairs, a lot of couches that you can sit on and come and just hang out. Honestly, this is a cool spot to just hang out, even if you're not staying at this resort. Just kind of take in the lobby, and there's a huge fireplace that runs right through the middle of this lobby. Really cool. There's actually a lot of hidden Mickeys, I guess, in this fireplace, and throughout this whole resort. Actually, there's a whole hidden Mickey, little scavenger hunt that you can go to, give it to you at the front desk. And then on the other side of the check-in, the front desk, we have the Wilderness Lodge Mercantile, which is basically just your regular Disney gift shop, but they do have special Wilderness Lodge themed things. And I came up to one of the top levels to just get a better view of this really amazing lobby. We can see the Whispering Canyon Cafe over there. There's actually places where you can come and come outside and sit down and take a look at the pool area over here. We see Bay Lake in the background, which we'll go to in just a second. But just an amazing hotel, and it is sort of like a museum. You got like some fossils right here, so if you like this type of stuff, then Wilderness Lodge is definitely a hotel for you. And actually on the 7th level, there's this little club that you can get into. It's called the Old Faithful Club, and you can go through these doors right here. I'm not part of that club, so I can't go that way, but you like go back this way to some doors. I don't know what's over there, but very interested to see. So at this resort, there's actually 4 different sections. Right now we're in the main section. This is just Disney's Wilderness Lodge, and there's also the Copper Creek Villas, the Boulder Ridge Villas, and the Cascade Cabins. And here's a quick overview of a map of this resort. It's very, very big. One of my favorite things about this resort is this little area right here. It's like a little geyser, and you can go over a bridge right here, and this waterfall actually leads all the way out to lead all the way out actually outside, and eventually make its way through this area and into the pool. And we will get to the pool and all that stuff later. I just want to show you guys what's around this way, and then we'll head out towards the back. So if you just follow this path this way, you will run into another restaurant. This restaurant is called Artist Point, and this is a character dining restaurant. I believe it is themed around Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. And from following that path, we will run into the Roaring Fork. This is a quick service type of restaurant here at Wilderness Lodge. We can take a look at the menu if I can get the glare out of there. We got some breakfast, and then I think here's the lunch and dinner menu. But now let's take a look at the outside portion of Wilderness Lodge. We see that river that I was telling you guys about earlier. Then it's going to follow all the way down this way. We're going to go through some rocks, and that water is going to flow all the way down this way towards the waterfall, and then eventually supposedly into the pool. But just a side note, if we look this way, I believe that this building right here is the Copper Creek Villas, because this is Copper Creek Falls. So I think the Copper Creek Villas are back over here. But there's just like a bunch of cool rocks that you go through over here. It's definitely not anything that you would see in Florida. I'm from the southwest part of the United States, so I'm used to seeing like all this stuff, like all the rocks and this kind of architecture. So it brings back vibes of back home a little bit. But here we got this awesome waterfall. Check that out. Really, really cool waterfall. And that water starts all the way from in the lobby of Wilderness Lodge, like I showed you guys, and then flows all the way back here into the pool. Now it actually doesn't flow all the way from here. It's just supposed to look like that. It comes over here, and then this is filtered clean water that goes into the pool. Just a quick look at the pool right here. I'm not really big on filming pools because when there's people in there. So a question that a lot of people have is, are Wilderness Lodge and Fort Wilderness the same thing here at Disney World? No, they are 2 different resorts. Fort Wilderness is a campground where you can actually camp, like old school camping here at Disney World. You can bring your RV, you can camp. But Wilderness Lodge is an actual resort. And then if you travel across the pool like this, there is a kiddie area right over here. But we come through like a boardwalk, and we can go a couple different directions. I think this way will just take you to some of the villas. We can go this way, which will take us to boat transportation. And along the way, you're gonna get really, really cool views of Florida nature. This is what Central Florida looks like right here, with the boardwalk and the greenery and the water. We see Bay Lake. So yes, this right here is transportation to the Magic Kingdom. So we can get on a boat over here, take us this way across Bay Lake, across Seven Seas Lagoon towards the Magic Kingdom, or we can get on another boat that will take us to the Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground and Disney's Contemporary Resort. So really cool to just come over here and hang out by the water. It's really cool how you can actually take water transportation, boat transportation over to Magic Kingdom. And then here we are back at this little fork. We went this way to go to that boat transportation, but right over here you see this rock little formation. This is called the Fire Rock Geyser. Now usually this thing will be spewing out water all day long, and at some points of the day it like explodes and water goes everywhere, splashes over here. It's a really cool thing, but right now I guess it's not currently operating. And right beside the pool we have this building. This is the Salon by the Springs. I'm guessing that you can just come in here and get a spa. I think there might be a fitness center in there. I'm not 100% sure on this. But if you come to this resort, just walking outside and being in this area by the lake is one of the best things about this resort. And right over here we have another restaurant. This is called the Geyser Point Bar and Grill. Never actually been here before, but I really need to come over here because we got some great views of Bay Lake right here. We got some wildlife. I see some ducks. I've seen some other wildlife over here before. And we got some cool tables and chairs to hang out at, overlooking the water. Honestly, if you come over here, you'll be tempted to just stay at your resort the whole day because it looks so nice. There's so many things to do. You might not make it to the theme park till late in the day. Now if you see this dock right here, you'll notice that there's not really any boats or anything over here. Usually there is boats that you are able to rent. There's 1 person, 2 person, and like pontoon style boats that you are able to rent and take out on the water. I've done that a few times and it's really fun. One of the coolest things that you can do at the resorts in my opinion. And it goes by time, so you can rent it by the hour, 30 minutes, and you actually do it right over here at this building is where you would rent them. They also do bike rentals. Right now it looks as if it's currently closed. I know that since all the parks and resorts reopen, this has not been available to anybody. Hopefully soon this does reopen because this is a really cool thing. When everything does open up, these are the prices. So they actually do have firework cruises, so take a boat out and watch the fireworks, but hopefully this opens very soon. As you can tell, this resort is very big. A lot of room to walk around outside, and it doesn't feel crowded. It doesn't feel like there's like buildings on top of each other. It's very spaced out. A lot of room to walk, so many cool areas to go through, a lot of nature to see. And of course this is a very detailed resort. And I did not mention, but there's a couple of pools over here. We saw the main pool back there. This is the Boulder Ridge Cove. This is a smaller pool, but still looks pretty nice. And then you would go this way into the Cascade Cabins. The Cascade Cabins are actually also on the other side, kind of by where you would get the boats in Magic Kingdom. There's some on that side as well. It's kind of split off into 2, but I believe that these rooms right here are DVC, and they are some of the most expensive rooms at Walt Disney World. I mean, they look like tiny houses. It literally looks like a house. We got the street, we got the street number right here, and looks like people live here. It's a little neighborhood. If any of you guys want to invite me over to the Cascade Cabins, just let me know. It's very weird walking back here because it feels like a neighborhood, but check it out. We got cool detail. Looks like we got some raccoon paw prints, deer. So we saw the main Wilderness Lodge Resort, which is on the other side of this. This is the Copper Creek Villas. And then we just saw the Cascade Cabins. Those are like the little neighborhood. And then this right here is the Boulder Ridge Villas. It's another section of this resort. And then just stepping in to the Boulder Ridge Villas, they actually have their own like little lobby. So this is the Boulder Ridge lobby. We got a couple of floors on this section, but we can see still has that pretty much the same style, same vibe as everything. We got the fireplace just like they have at the other one. We still got some cool details. This one looks to be less based off of like Native American stuff. This looks like railroads, old railroads in America, and it's pretty fancy in here. We got like this little section, come kick back on one of these rocking chairs. I don't know, read a book or something. They even have some pictures of Walt Disney and some railroads, because Walt Disney really did love railroads. He was like obsessed with trains and railroads and stuff like that. Well, there you guys have it. You just saw Wilderness Lodge and all of its encompassing little areas. This resort is very, very nice. I expected there to be like not a lot of people at this resort because it's not fully open to the public just yet. I believe it will do that in June. I expected it to be sort of like how it was at Animal Kingdom Lodge Jumbo House, but that was not the case at all. There was actually a pretty good amount of people here, not as much as there would usually be, of course, during normal times. But I had fun just walking around, showing you guys the resort, just showing you guys all that Wilderness Lodge has to offer, with the outside, the nature, everything about this resort is very, very cool. I really do like this resort. One day, hopefully I'll stay here, and you probably understand why this is a deluxe resort. It's one of the most expensive resorts here at Disney World for a reason, because the quality here is just top notch. So I do like doing these videos, so let me know what you guys want to see next. Let me know what resorts you want me to go explore. But if you guys are new, don't forget to hit the like, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. And thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.